Hi there, I'm Aki from Aki Gaming, and welcome to another episode of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours. Each episode, we will be putting two heroes into the spotlight and see who reigns supreme over the other. First, they will be judged by all of their attributes, which includes their stats, weapons, skill, etc. Then, we will put them into a battle simulator and see who's the better one when head-on. Not only that, we will be also giving them their best possible skill build and put them into the ultimate mass battle showdown to see who will be crowned the winner of My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours. Let's not wait any longer and introduce our contestants. Standing on the left corner, the Princess of Macedon, the leader of White Wing, the Red Dragon, Minerva! And standing on the right corner, former vessel of House Vyriot, the Wyvern Friend. First appearance in Awakening, Cherche! X vs X, Draconite vs Wyvern Rider. A battle to decide who is the best Dragon Lady. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Round 1, Stats and Skills. Let's start with their basic stats total. Minerva's BST is 158 and Cherche is 157. 1 point for Minerva. How about their rating after their weapons and skill? Minerva is 174 and Cherche is 172. 2-0. Next is HP. Minerva has 40 hit points and Cherche has 46. Cherche finally scored 2-1. How about their attack then? Minerva's attack is 31 plus 16 and Cherche is 38 plus 12. Cherche equalized. The score is now tied at 2-2. Now let's see who's faster. Minerva's speed is 33 and Cherche is only 25. 3-2 to Minerva. Can Cherche equalize with her defense? Let's find out. Minerva's defense is 32 and Cherche is also 32. It's a draw. Now to their resistance. Who has the higher tolerance against magic? Minerva's resistance is 22 and Cherche is 16. 4-2. But Cherche is a fighter and she will not call it quit just yet. Let's look at their weapon. Minerva wields Hauteclair with a might of 16 and accelerate trigger count. Meanwhile, Cherche wields the Hammer Plus with a might of 12 and is effective against armored unit. Who has the better weapon? Based on their might, abilities and exclusiveness, I have to give this round to Minerva. 5-2. Minerva is stretching the gap even more. Could Cherche make a comeback? Now to their special. Minerva has Sacred Cow, but Cherche doesn't have a special, so this entry will be void. How about their passives? In slot A, Minerva has Life and Death, and Cherche has Attack plus 3. The former grants the holder a plus 5 on attack and speed, but minus 5 on defense and resistance, and the latter just add a simple plus 3 on attack. So whose A skill is better? Considering the rarity and usefulness, Life and Death is the obvious choice. Therefore, 6-2 to Minerva. What about slot C? Minerva has Ward Flyer, which grants flying allies within 2 spaces a plus 4 on defense and resistance during combat. As for Cherche, she has Fortify defense that grants adjacent allies a plus 4 on defense at the start of each turn. Even though both skill gives a plus 4 on defense, but Ward Flyers has the advantage of increasing resistance with a wider area of effect. Hence, with a score of 7-2, the winner of round 1 is Minerva! Let's move on to round 2, head-on fight. For this segment, I'm going to use the Fire Emblem Heroes Damage Calculator by Redditor Rocketmo. For the first fight, we are just going to let them brawl with their default skills and Ivy with no buff. Let's have a look at the result. It seems both of them could not take each other down in one turn. However, the person who initiates first would get killed during their opponent's phase. How about we give them their best recommended build? For Minerva, her best offensive build would be Hauteclair, Life and Death, Desperation, Threaten Defense, Moonbow. As for Cherche, Brave X Plus, Death Blow, Drag Back, Threaten Defense, Bonfire. The result this time? it's a double KO. Whoever attacked first will defeat their opponent. There's various other builds that I tested too, but there isn't one that clearly shows who's better. Hence, I hereby declare round 2 to be a draw. Now, let's recap. Minerva is currently leading with 1 win and 1 draw, while Cherche desperately need a win to avoid the defeat. Can Cherche equalize? Will Minerva claim the title? The answer will be in round 3, Mass Battle. For this round, we will be using the Mass Battle calculator by Endukrandu to calculate how effective are they against all the other heroes. Whoever gets the most kill is the winner. First, we will calculate the result with their default build. Minerva wins 72, draws 20 and loses 43. And for Cherche, she wins 44, draws 37 and loses 54. Minerva gets 28 more kills than Cherche while initiating. How about defending? The result remains the same, 1-0 to Minerva. Now let's set both of them with their most offensive build. Minerva draws 8, loses 37 and wins 90. How about Cherche? She draws 1, loses 30 and wins 104. Cherche has more hit count than Minerva when she strikes first. Will the result be any difference when they defend? Let's have a look. Minerva draws 4, loses 23 and wins 108. Cherche draws 0, loses 54 and wins 81. Surprisingly, Minerva gets more kill when taking the back seat. So, it's a draw for the best build category, and that will conclude round 3. It seems we have found ourselves a victor. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this episode's My Waifu or Husbando is better than yours goes to Minerva! The match was so close, especially when it comes to the third round. Cherche nearly made a comeback, however, Minerva held it together and claimed the title. Are you happy with the result? Who do you think should have been the better waifu among the two? Let's discuss. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Aki Gaming for more interesting contents. You could also leave a comment below to suggest who would you like to feature in a future episode. Thank you for watching and I hope to see you soon.